get our Skype caller on. Peter is from Hull fan, so let's get him popping up on our screens there. Hello, my love, how are you?
Not so bad, thank you. Very good evening to you.
How was the game today? Not too many goals. Watford only got the one. How did Hull fare?
Yeah, I mean, we played a great deal better today, which obviously is a positive, but at the end of the day, it was a sickener because we defended a great deal better. Watford, I think, dominated in terms of territory, but they didn't produce much, particularly in the second half. So, yeah, very disappointed to go down and come back without a point.
Well, it's probably a better scoreline than you've had in recent weeks, and I know it's such a tough time at Hull at the moment, so losing 1-0, I think will still give a little bit of confidence to the team.
Yeah, quite definitely. I mean, we had a good win in the League Cup earlier in the week, and we're now in the quarter final at home to Newcastle. And I think that did help sort of bind the team spirit together again. And I think today, in isolation, was a reasonable performance. But of course, we've now lost successive away games at places like Bournemouth and Watford. And if we want to stay up, they're the sort of places where we need to be taking some points. So, you know, in isolation, a decent performance. But, you know, we really must start picking up some points soon, because the key thing is we may have new owners in the new year, more money to invest in January, etc. So if we are at the bottom, we need to stay in touch. Because at some stage of the season, I think there'll be a real surge from us.
Let's hope so. Now, Ian said that it was a cruel defeat. It does look that way.
Yeah, I've got a nice little stat for you, which I think is correct. I think it's the first time in 10 years that a Premier League game has been won by a club who didn't have a shot on target.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, I think it's 10 years ago that happened. So, yeah, so they didn't have a shot on target and still won, if you see what I mean, apart from the goal. And which was an own goal from Michael Dawson. So, in effect, they still didn't have a shot on target. So that gives you some idea about, you know, how we performed. It wasn't as if they really worked our keeper today. We had a very good chance ourselves through Abel Hernandez, who shot straight at Gomez. And I think Mike Phelan will be quietly pleased that we've made the improvement, but again, very frustrated that it's all very well playing well, but we need points at the moment.
Okay, well, you've got, you said Newcastle in the Cup. I think, that's tricky. Newcastle are flying at the moment, and Southampton next weekend. So let's start with Southampton. How do you think you're going to fare against Southampton?
Yeah, a little bit of confidence, actually, because I think sooner or later we're going to put in a decent performance, starting with that one. But Southampton are perhaps yet again one of the surprise packages this year. They're very, very tough to beat. They've had so many changes in manager, and yet they seem to be still churning out really good football. So, but quietly confident for at least a point against them. Newcastle at home, obviously, you know, they'll bring thousands of fans. There'll be a bit of an atmosphere, and that could go either way. I think that the League Cup is really unpredictable. So, you know, the laugh is we're struggling. We've lost 6 in a row or whatever it is, and yet we could be just 2 games from Wembley. And we've been to Wembley a lot in recent years. It's like our second home.
Well, let's hope things turn around, Peter. Absolutely love having you on the show. Thank you for joining us once again. We'll catch up with you next Saturday.
Thank you very much. See you.
Goodbye, Peter. He is a little cutie. Okay, so Sheffield